Okay, today is Thursday. It's 2:54. Um, let's see. It's 2:54 a.m. It is November 6th. Uh, Warren Buffett talks about like the moat around a castle, and then he talks about like getting into a business where there is a competitive advantage. Okay, when there is a competitive advantage, chances are the business will thrive for some reason, whether there is a patent protection or there is a system in place that allows the business to thrive for a very long time. So there's something called a competitive advantage. And so I thought to myself, what is a competitive advantage in day trading, right? And so I thought I figured out what that competitive advantage is. It is knowing something that other people don't know about. Okay? It is knowing something that other people don't know about. Now, if somebody were to backtrack and figure out what somebody who is successful does on each trade, then it's possible to put the variables together in order to formulate a uh, uh, reverse engineer that competitive advantage. Okay, so that competitive advantage is essentially in trading language is called the edge. Okay, so do you have an edge? Do you have a competitive advantage versus the market? If I don't have a competitive advantage versus the market, then chances are um, I will be losing. But if I have a competitive advantage, it means that I have the ability to make money from market on a consistent basis. So I for uh, so for recently, okay, so my trade is going against me, so I'm not like distracted. Okay, so the competitive advantage is essentially having that edge, and so for the past week, I've been uh, I have been analyzing what this competitive advantage is. What is this competitive advantage, right? What is this competitive advantage that I have? Okay, what is this competitive advantage that I have? Okay, so I have a specific way of trading. Okay, and that allows me to have a competitive advantage, and hopefully I'll be able to uh, show in data starting next year. Okay, this year, this month and next month is just going to be just on the road to getting to next year, where my application of uh, the strategy that I have. It's the strategy that I have. See, all the information is out there. Um, I bought a course from Al Brooks. Anybody can buy a course from Al Brooks, and anybody can spend the time to understand what Al Brooks is doing, right? So there's really no competitive advantage uh, unless unless the person like myself spends an enormous amount of time studying it and then formulating it, putting it together and understanding it. But anybody can buy that course. Anybody can spend money and practicing in trading. So anybody can do that. So the competitive advantage is knowing, having that information that provides the edge. It's the information. Do I have the information? Right? Okay.